welcome back to the channel, and it's been a while since I've done a video. It's late February here in Central Virginia. Still a little cool, but things are starting to change a little bit, and so spring is right around the corner. So today I'm going to do a little landscaping project for my mom. Put some stone edging like this right here. Put this around her flower beds. My brother Tim is also joining in on this project. We had done a video introduction, but for some reason it didn't come out. So anyway, he'll be joining us on this project also. One of the particular reasons we chose this time to do this project is that the ground is absolutely perfect for this. It's soft enough to dig in. And you can see I can kind of almost dig with my hands some. Trying to do this type of thing in the summertime when the ground is really hard, it's a whole different thing. Harder to cut your edges in clean. So you need a little bit of moisture in the soil, not too wet, not muddy, but find that the early spring is usually a good time. If you can time it after a period of rain, worth several days before. You just have to test it and see. But anyway, that's why we're doing it this time. You can also see that we've already laid out all of the stone in the pattern that we want, the radius of the curve. So all of that is in place. So I'm simply coming back, removing the soil, and rolling the block back in place, kind of wiggling it there, you can see, and dropping it back in. It's good and tight. And then you can make little small adjustments, to make sure that you've got it flat against the next stone. I took a time this morning to go ahead and sharpen the edges of these tools. Just took my little flat wheel grinder, made sure they were nice and sharp, because that definitely helps too. Here you can see my brother Tim coming in, and he's just going to go along in front of me now, and kind of we've set up and ready to go. He's going to roll those stone out of the way and then come back and kind of start cleaning out ahead of it. It'll make it go a lot faster. Yeah, Tim, I think it's good if you just take that bigger grubbing hoe and just work your way back. And I can take this small one and just kind of tighten it up a little bit. Just come right here and just kind of go back that way. See what it is? I can kind of see the line that way too. And then kind of come over it. I will say this is the first time we've worked together on a project like this, and so we're kind of making this up as we go, really, and kind of figuring out what's the best way for us to work together. But before too long, we had kind of figured out a good system. Worked really well. That way we're kind of dragging it extra dirt away from where I'm setting these. Yeah, see how that fits? That fits in there really good. Just doing that trench about that wide all the way around. Yeah, that's working real good like that. They set a little flatter. That's okay. A lot of this old crabgrass here. Yeah, I think that's looking good.
Yep.
The Tim coming along here and kind of cleaning out that little trench. One person can do this, but it sure makes it a lot easier and faster with two. One kind of going ahead and getting everything ready, and then one coming back and setting the stone.
Anyway.
Yeah, you gotta make adjustments as you go for sure. It's kind of what I like about this. It's kind of meant to be a kind of a rustic edge. Rustic, that's just another one of those words that means it doesn't have to be perfect. And you can just call it rustic. You might take your spade and go back and push it straight down, and then just kick it back. This little tool here I bought, I don't know how many years ago, this little groundhog thing.
Yeah.
That has been the most useful little tool. Some people go along and take a level and do all of that. I just don't see where that's necessary most of the time. Because the ground's not level. Of course, depends on how good you are at kind of seeing a line. I've gotten so used to eyeballing things. I know that drives some people crazy, but works for me. Like I said, it's rustic. I didn't know if you were going to play golf today.
Yeah. I might go over this afternoon, maybe it's warmed up a little bit, but nothing in the plans.
Yeah, thank you.
Good play. Sticky.
What's that? Sticky?
Little clay is sticky.
Yeah. I guess the good thing about it is it makes it, once these things kind of set in there, it's like setting them in concrete. How's that looking there, Tim? Can you see there? Does it look like it's coming along?
Yeah.
Pretty good?
Pretty good.
All right. Having that little extra loose dirt also makes it nice if I need to level the front of the back to make it flat. Definitely makes it easier. Tim, what do you think about instead of putting mulch back in here, what do you think about putting stone?
I prefer stone.
Yeah, I think because what happens with the mulch,
It doesn't break down, doesn't blow away.
right? I mean, once you do it, it's there. You can treat the weeds right through it. Spray a little glyphosate or something on them. And
I don't like, I'm not a fan of white stone.
yeah,
Real bright, I'd rather be.
well,
The stone she has in here is not bad.
yeah,
Up here, the brown.
that brown stone. And they make one too that's just a touch bigger than that. That's nice too. It fills in more, and
You buy bags.
it doesn't sink because it's a little bit bigger. It doesn't sink down as bad. Well,
This one.
I think you can get it in bags, but probably.
The stone is putting it down.
Well,
Shoveling stone is a lot harder than shoveling mulch.
I think we can make that easy though. Bring your tractor down and get somebody to drop us a pile of them out here, and I can scoop them up, bring them right here and dump them. It's just a question of, I think that's the way to do it. This is a good place here. You can kind of see how the stones are level across the top. That's what I was meaning a while ago about level, is that they are actually from one block to the next flat and to each other. So you can really see it here. You can also see that it's just above the grass line, which should make mowing pretty easy.
Some of these stones look like they fall right in place, and the other ones take a little more finessing.
Yeah, I know that little clump of grass there, it's been bothering me while I've been editing this. I know it's been bothering you, but if I'd have had a separate cameraman, I guess they would have caught that. That's just the perils of self-filming. It was right about here I remembered that I brought this garden hoe, and as you can see here, it works really good at getting that bottom of that trench nice and flat. Like I said, we're kind of making this up as we go in terms of working together, which tools to use, but this really works well. You can also see how we're kind of coming on around the curve there. We've got the blocks laid out, got our work in front of us. So it's coming along real well, and we're getting the job done.
Just look back every now and then to make sure I'm going straight. I don't lose my reference or something. This old hoe is about the right width. That makes it kind of nice. Better to have it a little oversized anyway. That way you can kind of make some adjustments as you're going through. Tell you, this has actually gone a lot faster than I thought it would. There's the victory stone. Today's victory anyway. Okay, so we're going to wrap up this video, and like I said, it took us about 50 minutes, to do this. About 32 foot long, 2 people. It gives you some idea of the time involved. So digging that trench, having Tim go in front of me, digging that trench out, and then I just come by and touch it up a little bit, drop the stone in, rake a little bit of dirt back up around it, and it's done. So quick, easy, and it'll be there for a long time. So on the next video, well, maybe not the next, but one coming down soon, we're going to take, we've kind of decided to put stone back in here, maybe some round brown stone, and we'll have to see how that looks with this color edging, but I think it'll be fine. And a lot of people say, well, stone's more expensive, and it is initially a little bit more expensive, but when you consider you do it one time and you're done for years and years and years until you get tired of the stone, maybe. Whereas with mulch, you're at least putting it down one time a year. So you have the cost of the mulch plus the labor and the time to do it. So we think stone makes a better longer term solution, so that's what we're going to do.
Hey, thanks for joining in, and remember to like, subscribe, comment, and above all, have a blessed day. See you in the next video.